I'm gonna show you how I make my crispy baked coconut shrimp with a super simple dipping sauce. Listen to the crunch. I'm using medium-sized shrimp. I'm not really the type of person who enjoys peeling their own shrimp فبصراحة بشتري منضف مقشر وجاهز. But what I do is I do cut it in half lengthwise. So you have 2 pieces of shrimp per shrimp, if that makes sense. And I just find that since it's baked and not fried, this just makes it cook evenly. If you're using smaller sized shrimp, you don't really have to do this, but if you're doing bigger sized, I recommend it. So for the spices, I did around half a teaspoon of each. This is just some paprika, ginger, white pepper, and salt. Mix it up really well and set it aside عبال ما نظبط everything else. أول شي, the egg, we're gonna separate the egg yolk from the egg white, and we're only gonna use the egg white. عادي, don't mind the piece of shell that just fell in there. So you're gonna whisk it really well until it gets a little bit light and frothy, and then set it aside and work on the coconut. For the coconut, I think this is around 3/4 of a cup, and I just added some paprika, salt, and white pepper. This is unsweetened coconut, by the way. Then I heated up a pan on the stove where I'm gonna toast the coconut. No oil, just heat up the pan really well. And then add in the coconut. Please keep an eye on it because it toasts really fast. And you're gonna wanna keep mixing it on the stove عشان it changes color really, really, really quick. Watch how it changes. Super cool, right? Okay, anyways, you want it to turn into this golden yellowish color. This is the color you're looking for. As soon as it's all like even, please take it off the heat. So هون I set up my workstation. أول شي I'm gonna dip the shrimp into some flour, بعدين into the egg whites, and then into the coconut mixture that we just toasted. You want to make sure you dip it really well, يعني you're fully coating it عشان هو اللي راح يعمل ال crispy layer that you're looking for من برا. And I'm just gonna repeat until I'm done with all the shrimp. I used oat flour, by the way, but you can use any type of flour you have بالبيت. You can use whole wheat flour, rice flour, cornstarch, whatever you have, it doesn't really matter. So من لما بلشت to prep my ingredients, I also prepped my oven by preheating it to 200 degrees Celsius. Always prep your oven, preheat it before you start anything. عشان if you put anything inside while it's still cold, it's gonna mess up your baking time. So you want to make sure it's at the right temperature before you put anything inside. And I also sprayed a little bit of olive oil on the tray just to make sure nothing sticks at all and everything comes out perfect. These are my children before they're baked. And I'm gonna bake. I baked for about 9 minutes, 10 minutes. But يعني keep your eye, it's about 7 to 10 minutes. And then I took them out, flip them over, and then you're gonna bake for about 7 to 10 minutes again. I did 10 minutes just to make sure they were super crispy. And that's it. They're done. Let them cool a little bit before you try to eat them. يعني they're gonna crisp up while they cool. Meanwhile, we'll do the sauce. So هدول 2 tablespoons each of low sodium soy sauce, apple cider vinegar and water مع 1 tablespoon of toasted sesame oil and half a teaspoon of garlic powder. You can also use white vinegar and olive oil. Or you're just gonna whisk it all up and that's it. The easiest ever Asian inspired dipping sauce. And by the way, if you want to make this ahead, you can freeze it. Just don't bake it. أول ما you finish coating all the shrimp, you can put them in the Ziploc or an airtight container, حطوهم بالفريزر. And whenever you want to eat them, just take them out and put them in the oven. Don't thaw them out. Put them in the oven and just increase the baking time by 5 minutes. وبس, this is one of my favorite recipes. So if you give it a try, let me know. And that's it. Bye.